you gotta do is read a book, open up the cover and take a look.
Hello, boys and girls. My name is Betty Thomas, and I have a story for you today. It's called Old Bag of Bones, a Coyote Tale. It's an interesting story. A little bit about me. The reason I like this story because it's about an elderly coyote, and I, being an elderly person, the story is just very interesting. And there's two attitudes. And there's my attitude, which is like three of the characters in the book. And then there's Coyote's attitude, which is not a good one. But sometimes as we get older and things change, this is where you come in, where our families come in, especially the younger members of the family. So I want you too to think about maybe someone in your family, a grandmother, maybe even a great-grandmother, an older aunt, and who you can interact with and talk to and get to know them and bring some joy and quality to their life. And that's what's happened to me. And so I have the attitude of the three characters you'll meet in this story, and not that of the old coyote. I live in Monrovia, born and raised in Monrovia. So this is a special town for me too, and an honor and a privilege to read to you. I wish I was in the classroom, but next time, okay? Well, we'll get started in this with the story, and I'm going to do my best. I have read it over and over, and hopefully I do a great presentation. Okay, so we'll start, and the pictures are great. The book is by Janet Stevens. It's a retold, plus she did the illustrations. Old Coyote dragged himself to the top of the hill. Oh, he groaned. Look at me. I'm so old. So very old. Nothing but a bag of old bones. I need food, but I can't see it. If I can't see it, I can't catch it. If I can't catch it, I can't eat it. But even if I could catch it, I can't eat it because I don't have any teeth. So I sit here, an old bag of bones. I'm just going to lay down and die. Bye, world. Buzzard flew above Coyote. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You're almost dead, screeched Buzzard. Go away. I'm not dead yet, said Coyote. Just leave me alone to rest in peace. Come back when it's finally over, grunted Coyote. Wow, Coyote, look down the canyon at young Buffalo. Isn't he something? I can't see that far, said old Coyote. Oh, I'll describe him for you. He's big, young, and strong, and I know he has special powers. Oh, said Coyote, do you think young Buffalo would share some of his strength, youth, power with me? He provides food, shelter, and clothing for the people. Why couldn't he help me? I think I'll try. Go away, Buzzard. I'm not your dinner yet. So he's going to go down and talk to young Buffalo. Let's see. Oh, look at that. It's beautiful, beautiful buffalo. Look at old Coyote. He did not take good care of himself, though. New hope surged through Coyote as he limped down the hill. Hello, young buffalo, said Coyote. You certainly are big, powerful, young, and strong, while I'm just an old bag of bones. Do you think you could spare a little youth, a drop of strength, and a touch of power? That would be nice. What? Young Buffalo snorted. You must be kidding, you old trickster. No, I'm not. Please, you're my only hope. I'm on my last legs, and Buzzard is waiting for me to die. You are in sorry shape, said young Buffalo. I guess it can't hurt to help you. I'll give you strength and youth, but no power. Only true young buffaloes have power. Now, follow me to Bear Brook. When they arrived, young Buffalo said, "Close your eyes, old one. You're about to be changed forever." He charged and circled old Coyote. He snorted, he puffed, he kicked the dust. Coyote coughed and sneezed. Achoo! And the fourth time around, young Buffalo ran into old Coyote, and they tumbled down Bear Brook. See, they're going down, down, down. Let's see what happens when they get at the bottom of the hill. Well, what do we see here? Well, they landed with a crash. When the dust cleared, young Buffalo opened his eyes. Young Buffalo said, "Open your eyes, old Coyote." Coyote looked at himself. He had changed into a young buffalo. How about that? You can look at the tail. So that must be old Coyote. Let's see what young Buffalo says. "Yippee," he snorted. "I'm young again." "That's right," said Buffalo. "But remember, Coyote, even though you look like a young buffalo, you on the outside, inside you're still a powerless old coyote. So I left your coyote tail to remind you that you are a coyote, or maybe a buffalo too. Let's call you a buff OT, a buff OT. Don't forget that a buffalo T has no power, or you'll get into trouble. Now be off with you." Is he going to get into trouble? Now, he's a young buffalo on the outside, but he's an old coyote inside. So let's see what happens. And this is what I mean by his attitude. I don't think he ever accepts. He's comfortable with being old, but now he's got this beautiful body. Look at that. That's a nice looking buffalo there. I remember that. See the tail? Okay, that's to remind him. Buffalo T strutted down in his new skin. He ran to the water hole and looked at his reflection. "Boy, how handsome I am," he remarked to himself. "Anyone who looks this strong and useful must have some power." I think he's delusional. Old Rabbit limped over to the water hole for a drink. "Hey, old Rabbit, look at me. I'm young and strong." "Look at you. You're a pitiful sight," said Buffalo T. Now here's where I like the rabbit. And so it's my attitude. The rabbit and I share something in terms of our being elderly. Oh, and I didn't mention that. I am 79. Yeah, I turned 79 in May. "I don't mind being old," said Rabbit. "Age brings wisdom." "What? You like being old? How silly, old Rabbit." Forgetting young Buffalo's warning, Buffalo T blurted out, "I can make you young like me. I'm powerful as well as young and strong." Sounds tricky," said Rabbit. No. Trust me. I have the power to make you young again." I really feel sorry for old Coyote. Sometimes, you have some aches and pains when you get older, but life has been really good for me. At that, Buffalo T butted Rabbit high in the air. He landed on Buffalo T's back. "I'll give you a ride to Bear Brook. It won't take long, and I'll change your life forever." Far down the path, they ran into a wrinkly old lizard. "What a pathetic thing you are, old lizard. Your days are numbered," said Buffalo T. I like the lizard, too. He might be a little wrinkled there, but he's got a good attitude. "I may look old, but I've got some good years left," said the lizard. "Age brings respect. I'm a great-great-grandfather with a whole pack of lizards, and they respect me, explained Lizard. And see, I'm also a mom, a grandmother, and a great-grandmother. So see, I can really associate with the lizard there. And I got a few wrinkles, too. You're kidding, Buffalo T laughed. They couldn't care less about you. Oh, wrinkled one, they have their own lives to live. They'll leave you alone to die. You better come with us. I don't know who he talked to. But I have a great family. He picked up a wrinkly lizard by the tail, swung him onto his back. I'll make you young again. You'll thank me for it. There they go. They're going up to Bear Brute. Oh, they meet someone else. The group had almost reached Bear Brute when a mangy kangaroo rat stumbled by. Out of my way, old rat. You see that buzzard? He's just waiting for you. Not so, snapped Kangaroo Rat. There's plenty of life left in me. Ha, said Buffety. Youth is everything. Well, that's too bad. He has that attitude. Ha, said Buffety. Youth is everything. No, it's not, said Kangaroo Rat. Age brings experience. I have done many things and seen many places. I am rich with experience. Okay, let's see what happens here. Huh, hogwash, said Buffety. He grabbed old Kangaroo Rat by the legs, flung him on his back with the others. I'll make you young, and you'll be happy. Finally, they arrived at Bear Brute. Buffalo lowered his head, and the animal slid off. They began marching and prancing around the group. He began marching and prancing around the group. Close your eyes, old one, said Buffety. Ordered, you're about to be changed forever. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Now remember, young Buffalo told him that he had no powers. But sometimes, as young people, but remember, he's old inside. So he's really, well, he's I don't want to say delusional, but he's just gotten a little carried away with himself. Buffety charged and circled around the animals. He snorted and puffed and kicked up dust. The old ones coughed and sneezed, achoo. The fourth time Buffety ran into them, and they tumbled down Bear Brute. Okay, now let's see the next page. What do you think that's going to happen? Okay, are we going to see 4 young buffaloes or no buffalo? And they landed with a crash. When the dust cleared, Rabbit opened her eyes. Lizard opened his eyes. Kangaroo Rat opened her eyes, and they looked at each other. We look the same as before, just a little dustier, said Rabbit. Well, it's good they didn't break any bones. Have to be careful when you get older, too. Be very careful. I don't want to fall. They began searching for young buffalo. There was no buffalo. All they saw was a scraggly, dusty old coyote, a bag of bones. My goodness, declared Kangaroo Rat. It's just old coyote in a buffalo suit. We should have known. How silly, remarked Lizard. Old Coyote is even more wrinkled than I am. Let's get out of here. The 3 animals dusted themselves off and hopped down the path. Oh, phooey, moaned Coyote. I'm back where I started, old as ever. He struggled to the top of Bear Brute, where the buzzard. There's that buzzard again. Get out of here. I hate being old. It was such fun prancing around with all the energy. Buzzard's stomach growled. 4, 3, 2, he said. Stop, Buzzard, said Coyote. Look, isn't that another young buffalo? Darting across the valley, it looks like he's riding a horse. I think it is young buffalo, but in a different form. You can't see anything, said Buzzard. That's not young buffalo. That's someone wearing young buffalo's hide. Oh my, young buffaloes don't last long, remarked the Coyote. Maybe being an old coyote isn't bad after all. Shoo, old Buzzard, I bet I have some grandchildren somewhere. I'm going to find them so they can value my wisdom, respect me, hear about my rich experience, and maybe give me some dinner. Well, it looks like he might have had a change in attitude, huh? Well, let's see. Last page. While old Coyote hobbled down the path in search of his family, a majestic elf caught his eye. Coyote was overwhelmed by the youth and energy, and without a moment's hesitation, he hollered out, "Hello there, young elf. You certainly are big, powerful, and young, and strong. How about sharing your power with an old bag of bones like me?" Well, it looks like old Coyote did not learn a lesson, because as we can see from the picture, he didn't learn his lesson. So it's too bad, too. Hopefully he doesn't overstep and think he has some power. So thank you for listening to this story. I think it's a great story. And I shared with you that I have the attitude of the rabbit, the lizard, and the rat. Aging and being an elderly citizen, especially in Monrovia, is fun and a wonderful experience. Thank you. And hopefully I'll see you in the classroom.
All you gotta do is read a book, open up the cover